Sunday market is Beverly in the afternoon and South Shore in the morning.
What about Tuesday market?
I'm sorry.
Okay, Tuesday.
The Tuesday is here. Tuesday and Friday is this market down here in Pembroke Township.
So when you say farmers market, what kind of thing do you have that you bring your produce to the market, or how do you
We're working the schedule out. We mentioned to you all earlier, as far as the marketing plan is concerned, the idea and the concept was that so that we can minimize your overhead expenses, because each one of these markets costs, except for Moments. Market is one market that is free, and Seaway National Bank is free to our members. But that's a partnership agreement. Other markets, and then some markets are not as expensive. South Shore Market is not that expensive, but other markets cost. And every market you go into, they can cost you anywhere between $150 to $500 per market.
Per year.
Per market. So $150 can be for the season for that market, up to $500 for a season for a market. And that's just one market. Now if you're adding in other markets, they charge. They'll charge. Some go day by day. Okay, by the every time you come, and they'll charge you, or you can secure your spot for the entire market season. So Farming Family is paying that overhead for you for this season, this year. So those particular markets, we're actually going to pay for Farming Family members and associate members to participate in these markets, and the insurance overhead costs. Because most markets they'll say you have to have insurance to participate in that market. So instead of putting that liability on you right now, we're covering that cost, but it's going to go into your market plan. So for next year, we're going to have to let you free, little birdies, and fly on your own. Can't cover that cost. Yes.
The question that I had is, I have not started my vegetables in the ground yet.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Are they seedlings?
They're seedlings.
Okay.
So, like, how long is it going to take those seedlings to get big enough to take to the farmer's market?
Right. Well, even though the farmer's market started in June, right now, most people expect their other crops to be at the farmer's market. So anywhere the spring markets are April, May, June. That's your spring market. So the only thing people expect for you to have now are things that you might have canned. Okay, so canned items as well as your spring market stuff. So spring market is snow peas, spinach, your radish, your Swiss chard, a lot of the greens, lettuces. Those are your spring market crops. Then you go into your summer hot market crops, would be in July, August, September, July, August, September. And that's when you go into, everybody expects you to have tomatoes and stuff by then, or watermelons and all that, peppers, yes.
I know you're a big sister, but how big of a package I mean, you're doing everything the first year for everybody.
Well, a little bit, yeah.
So what about
we're going to work out the details, aren't we? The devil is in the details. All right, so aggregation is all part of it. How do we aggregate? That's what it's called, aggregation, when you want to aggregate the crops. So how do we go and aggregate all the crops and the produce from all farms, right, to be able to meet the markets? That's the logistic issue that we're working all those details out. We don't have you can either have a big truck, or whoever's working that market, everybody can get their produce to that person, and they're going to go to the markets with the items. So we're working out some of those details so it'll make it a little bit easier. So going to the markets, if you have 2 people at a time at the markets, okay, 2 and 3 is fine, but you rotate. So you shouldn't have to do more than two markets a week. If you can do 1 market a week, that would be great, but 2 would be the ideal. Okay? But the whole point of everybody sharing that is that you get the experience of being at the market without the overhead, but you still, that's part of that business, that commercialism. How you sell, and it's individual, so it's not like you will be, if you're there, you're representing everybody.
You got a bag, you wear a bag or a shirt.
You represent your farm, but also you have other items that are other farmers' items too, and you're representing their farm as well. So their card, they still have to have their business cards. This is from, Mr. Ellis's farm. Okay, if he only have a basket of his peas, right, his field peas, he has that. So it's his responsibility to have his brochures, his cards, or whatever there that markets his item. Okay? So all you're doing is going there, setting it up. You already know the price points are going to be the same across the board. And then that money, you're still going to be responsible for giving Mr. Ellison's money. Don't pocket. Okay. Say, whoa, look what I made at the market.
They got an arrangement system on which fee you're going to have to pay to someone to take your things to the market?
Oh, as far as, no. If I'm taking your items to the market, I'm not charging you to take your items to the market. No.
The first year.
No. Yeah. No. The second year, you can go to whatever market you want, whatever you want. That's not a problem.
There's no fee.
No, there's no fee. No. We're not charging each person. So you're not. Yeah. I'm not charging. Yeah. Thank you. It's a family affair. This time around, it's a family affair.
I don't mean
Yeah. If anything, now there may be where the cost will be is that pitching in for gas. If I'm using my vehicle to take a whole bunch of things to the market and I got to trump the gas up, then that gas money is got to be shared by. So you may $5 or whatever it may cost a person to gas up. So those are some of the details that we're working out. Yes.
So now I'm at the farmer's market and I have 10 different farmers this time so I've got 10 boxes. So when this money comes in, I put it in this box. How do I keep track of it?
That's the system that that's the system that we're gonna have to work out. Strong round box. That's the system we'll be working at.
Keep the cells and stuff.
Right, how do you keep it up? I don't know if you have to have a strong round box per person.
So they pre-market it before they go to the one where stuff is set.
Yeah, that's up to the farmer to know how much is going to the market. Yeah, that's up to the farmer to know. Like when I have apprentices working with me that go to the market on my behalf, and you saw, like Sister Nadira who was working at our farm, and she would go to the markets on, all the time. So she was responsible for, the sale of everything as well, and we knew, everyone knew what was going to the market. So you can anticipate how much you should come back, how much, if XYZ is sold, if all of it's sold, how much you should get back. That's all a part of it. Okay? Absolutely. Yes, question?
It's going to be 2 or 3 people at the market, right?
Yes.
So
And depending on the booth side, we might be able to get 4.
if we have a pad, someone could just keep track of how much they sold.
Absolutely.
And then you wouldn't have to have a box for this, a box for that. When it's all over, you just divide the money.
There you go. So there's always ways to do it, yeah. And I know even with the Healthy Food Hub, that's the second phase. These are direct markets that we've talked about. And so the Healthy Food Hub is your is a type of wholesale market. Now you may have other wholesale markets that you're interested in, such as local health food stores or local stores, period. Burcott's is a store down here. Burcott's is a grocery chain all over. Do they have Burcott's in Chicago? No, but they have.
Rummel Park.
Huh?
They put one in Rummel Park.
Yeah. They are putting one in the Rubber Park?
It's there now, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Drive safe. Okay.
Huh?
If you can take one, let's take one.
Girl did Sunday. I don't know what it was, but it's Burcott's now.
Oh, wow. Well, Burcott's is a chain of stores, and they accept farm produce. vegetable section, but they take fresh produce from local farmers to sell. So that's another, but it's a wholesale. Remember, they have to make money. So wholesales, in this course, in this program, we're saying wholesale is your secondary option. Because that's 30%. They usually charge you 30% less than your, or whatever you're going to charge. They got to make a 30% cut. So you're going to, if something costs $1, then you got to sell it to them for 7 cents. Because they have to make their money. So you want to use that as your secondary costs. As many direct cost options as possible to get your full amount of money back. That's what you want. Okay? And then after that, do your secondaries. So anything that's left over that didn't quite sell, that can go to the Healthy Food Hub for, and that way you can get rid of the bigger stands. We talked about the Healthy Food Hub, did we not? No? We did, maybe, I'm not sure if you were here. The Healthy Food Hub is Dr. Jafunza and Fred Carter started that, and actually it's an extension of what we started here in Pembroke many, many years ago. We had a cooperative, a food cooperative. Louise, remember the food cooperative? So the food cooperative, we started here, we were buying produce, we were buying grains, whole grains from distributors and organic produce and everything like that. And Dr. Jafunza wanted to go ahead and use and continue to use that option for her patients, especially people who are sick and shut in, giving them healthier alternatives. Because there wasn't that many healthier alternatives in the stores like it is now. We're talking 15 years ago. 20 and 15 years ago. So that continued her, through her practice of ordering food for people and people buying in on the club, as a cooperative club. And that eventually sprung into the Healthy Food Club, the Healthy Food Club.
Oh, they got a food bank.
It's a food buying club.
No, food bank.
Food bank? A food bank is different. A food bank is usually, there are Illinois food banks, and there's a food bank here in Pembroke. Those food banks that's food that's brought in from various places, and it's free.
Oh.
The Healthy Food Club is not, or Healthy Food Market is not, it's not free. It's an alternative farmer's market. It's like it's indoors every other week. So but it's all year round. So today it is the Healthy Food Market Day. But they do that at Betty Shabazz School. Betty Shabazz School in Chicago is where the Healthy Food Market is.
I didn't know, I thought that's from every farm around here.
A lot of whoever wants to participate in that, yeah, they believe, but they do it.
You gotta be in their, a member of their program.
No, you do not.
To buy their food, you do it.
To buy the food, yes, but not to sell food to them. If you're a farmer, then they would like to work with you to sell your food at the market. So that way they'll come and aggregate and pick up your food for you and take it to the market and sell on your behalf there at the Healthy Food Hub. Okay? And they're just about to open up another one at the Village Leadership Academy. Is another school that they're about to do the same one. They're about to have a healthy food market there as well. So those are two wholesale market opportunities. If you're not selling what you want directly, then you can sell the rest in bulk through those channels. Okay? You're going to get less money for it, but that's another option.
Something better than nothing.
Absolutely. You don't want your food to go to waste.
Right.
And as long as it's still fresh and good and you didn't sell it at the market, at the farm market directly like you thought, then have that available for the Healthy Food Hub. Or hopefully with Sister Carolyn, we're trying to put in some other things in place that hopefully will be done by the fall of this year for anything that doesn't sell. So we should see. Meanwhile, we're talking, any other questions about that? Oh, I saw his hand first and then yours, yes.
For instance, if you went to Burkhart's and you brought your produce there or this Healthy Hub, who sets the pricing? Who establishes what wholesale is?
They have the price of what they can buy it for. They already have those. So if, say, tried to work with, a restaurant, okay? They'll have what their budget is allotted for, or like what they call the food hub. They can only purchase it, so if you're selling your greens, like I said, for $1 a pound, their purchase price can only be 70 cents a pound, okay? They set the prices, and then they sell it for whatever they need to sell it for on that end.
Okay.
But that partnership agreement, what they agree to buy it for you, and you may say, I can't sell it for that. I can't sell it for that. A restaurant,
So
y'all know Soul Vegetarian Restaurant, right?
Right.
I think I told that story. They wanted to buy my greens. Huh?
It's pre-established pricing.
Yeah, before they sell it, you work out the deal with them. Yes, you work out that deal.
What she was saying when we first started was like in the summertime or the wintertime, you get customers that, we'll supply you with greens for the whole harvest season.
Uh-huh.
And that's set. I don't know if you signed a contract for that, but
You're talking CSA. Customers that come to you directly, those are CSA.
but I mean, you gotta plug yourself at first.
That's your direct market.
Right.
So direct markets are CSAs, farmers markets, anything that you are directly dealing with the customer, and you set that price, and the customer agrees to pay for that, and they're not reselling your stuff on the other end.
Right.
That's more of a direct sale market. But if somebody has to resell your items and they have to make a profit, I mean, if they buy your tomatoes for $2 a pound, there's no wiggle room for them to make money.
Right.
If they got to sell it now as well, then they'll be selling for $4 a pound. People gonna look at them like they're crazy.
Right.
So there's no
You get
room.
undersold too.
I'm sorry.
You get outbidded by other farmers.
Yes,
You can lose a contract.
you sure can, because some people can undercut, and a lot of
Especially
large
with
commercial farmers do that. Large commercial farmers that they spray that stuff with fertilizer, make it pop up real quick. They don't have the practices, that we are trying to encourage, which is a little
No,
bit slower.
small organic farmers that are dealing with individual organic food stores sometimes undercut each other,
This is true.
especially garlic.
Oh, really? In garlic?
I'm charged. Yeah,
Oh,
I've been undercut several times by growing home.
wow. And they can do it in mass bulks, and they have an establishment where they can
Well,
charge
it's just an establishment. We already know what they can take 100. They have 100 families in the morning and 75 families in the afternoon. So they already know how much they're going to buy. But if I say they're 10 cents a piece for the sharps, the tops, and Growing Home says they're 5, there's no way in the world they're going to buy mine.
Right, and that's the unfortunate thing when you go to farmers markets. I know when we do the farmers markets as an organization, Mr. Ellison have his booth here, I may have my booth here, Ms. Qualls may have hers, Ms. O'Neill we may have like 10 booths at the farmers market. We all try to set the prices before we go in. That's what we do as an organization, so that we're not undercutting each other. And that's kind of, so we do we set prices at the meetings. That's what we do. So that, and if your greens are, looking better than my greens, then we sell, people are going to want the better looking greens anyway, right? But we still got to get we set the prices, but we all agree, well, what happens when those greens are not looking at best? So we all know they're going to take a little bit of a discount. But if everything's all equal playing on the table and everything's equal, we all set the same prices. So, yeah, but there's a lot of cutthroat out there.
Yeah, but this is it in a nutshell.
What's that?
It's a sale thing.
Mm-hmm.
When you say, Mr. Business Office, whatever you got, we're going to deliver your stuff every Wednesday
Yes,
at a set price
yes.
and forever, as long as it's seasonal. That will always win over, we'll be here, or we got this and that. If you constantly come, like every Wednesday, we're going to send you some greens. That'll win over any other price you set there.
Absolutely. If you have good top quality greens that they like like your
My
business
greens is
ethic.
the best greens you ever tasted. You don't even need a knife for our greens.
I know, that's it's already pitching. I love it. That's what you're gonna write in the back of here, that sales pitch.
As long as my car don't break down.
Here, long as my car works.
We're going to break down. Everybody going to see that.
I used to sell greens on a continuous basis there. I have several flavor restaurant. I don't know if you know Flavor Restaurant in Flossmoor area. That was my client. Yeah, and Brother Tim's, it was, with the Brother Tim's restaurants in Chicago area. I don't know, it's a vegetarian restaurant. I used to work with him all the time, and vegetarian fun foods is what they call them. Deliverable, it had several different direct client markets were larger like restaurants, and also, the health food store, Sunrise Health Food Store. Both locations, also in the one that's off of Torrance Avenue, and also the one in Flossmoor area. Those were my clients as well. Selling to them all the time, and they expect delivery, they expect it consistently,
All right, that's it.
on time, and then so the market is there. We're talking about as far as commercial. I just got a phone call, so if anybody's interested, literally 2 days ago, I had not even responded, and I had a chance. You know Organic Valley? Everybody know Organic Valley? No. Organic Valley is one of the leading organizations or brands out there for milk, dairy, eggs. Farmer owned. They're out of Minnesota, Wisconsin area. Organic Valley is one of the largest organic suppliers of milk and dairy or dairy products. Or you go to the supermarket, you see Organic Valley. They literally called and said, Johari, are you all growing any grain? That's just how bad it is. Now they called a couple of years ago, but they are hurting for organic grain. So if you want to go into the market raising soybean, corn, almost any kind of grain, they are in need. Some of it they need for the feeding the cows, okay? Because they don't have enough feed, organic feed, to feed the cows for organic milk. And it has to be organic all the way around, right? And that makes the dairy and all the other byproducts, or, value-added products.
You have to be certified organic, right?
You do. And that's where, and my farm, it was certified organic. I did not renew my certification 2 years ago, so now it's considered transitional. Because you have to renew it at least every 2 years. Now it's gone to every year, but I didn't renew it 2 years ago. So now I'm back into considered, but it's still on the registry as a certified organic farm. Yeah.
But if the money is right, you'll do it.
Oh, trust me, I'm already trying to get that deal on right. Okay. The money is right, and there's a lot of markets. Walmart called us 4 years ago. Walmart called. They're getting in the business of fresh local. They didn't care if it was organic. They just want locally grown food. But when you get ready for them, they want you to supply 3 states worth. All of their markets in the 3-state region. I was like, pump your brakes. I'm not there. I can't. I'm not there. I'm not that big. I'm like, y'all going to help me get established? They're like, no. So if you're not going to help me get established to be able to supply 3 states worth of Walmart stores, you're not going to see me. That's just unrealistic. But the fact that they're calling, they will call you directly to find out if you're available to supply their store. If you have it ready, the produce available, or even anticipate being able to supply. So the demand is there and the markets are there. The markets are there. So we need people to produce. Healthy Food Club, Dr. Jafunza, they're doing renegade farmers now, trying to get everybody in the world. If you got to grow on your rooftop, if you need to grow in some gutters, if you need to grow, if you got a little corner square, on the side of the garage, grow food, grow food, grow food. Just like the Cubans did, we got to grow food. Lime just went up from 14 cents a crate to 98 cents a crate. Yeah. Lime. So you're going to see lime in the stores are going to be sky high because there's a shortage of lime. The limes are sky high. Lime is
Greens are sky high.
Oh, greens are going sky high? Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. The weather is messing up a lot of scenarios. So now, so you got the market, sell. So let's look, if everybody can look at the marketing strategy that was here. Mr. Ellison, you want to take this home since you're famous now, you're in this book. You're in the booklet.
Not just a flyer, huh? He's in the whole book.
He's in the booklet. There you go. Second page. How to write a marketing strategy. Last time we talked about marketing, I was dealing with a lot of superficial things for you as far as, how to present yourself, doing your speech, your elevator pitches, okay? That information is getting you in the mindset of how you're going to present yourself. Now, this part is all the mechanics of marketing. The detail is in the pudding, okay? Or is the pudding in the detail? What is it?
The devil's in the detail.
Got it. Is that what it is? What is it something to do with pudding? Anyway, I'll get it. Got it going. Get it wrong.
The proof is in the pudding.
Huh?
The proof is in the pudding.
The proof is in the pudding. I was close. It was a pudding something. But anyway, all the details of the marketing strategy is very clear. So, why do you want a marketing strategy? This is so important for your business and part of your business plan. I can't stress it enough. The right marketing plan identifies everything of who your target audience are. So we were saying, are we doing a CSA? So are we doing direct markets, or direct clients? Are we doing wholesale? Are we doing restaurants? Are we doing, who's our target audience? Are we just want to concentrate on churches? Or we just want to concentrate on family members? Who's our target audience is so key. How will you reach them? Okay? How will you get the message to them that you got something for sale? And then third, how will you retain them as a customer so that they'll complete their, repeat buying? My son sells to eggs. He has customers. I heard, but your customer had a complaint because one of those eggs was missing one of the cartons was missing 2 eggs. Hey, he had a dozen eggs. He didn't go through all of them. One carton of eggs was missing 2 eggs. And one carton was missing 1 egg. So out of 12 dozen of eggs, 2 cartons were missing some eggs in it. But that's still, the customer is like, wait a minute, hello. I paid $4 a dozen for these eggs. Where are my eggs? Right? So, absolutely. Luckily, it was a friend of family, so they're not hitting him too hard. But they all know he's in a learning stage, so that's his business. He's learning and grooming in that business. Yes?
But it's one very important thing.
Yes, sir.
There was a market. One of our own market guys was underselling the rest of it.
That's right.
That you don't want to stop. By every market, I don't care if he's in Germany and there's another guy in Kentucky, says you're free for the same identity.
That's right.
Because people watch that and you soon be out of beat.
And that's one of the reasons we set the rule, because one of our farming family members did that. And it was an unwritten rule. It was an unwritten rule. It was something that everybody kind of, verbally agreed, okay, as a kind of courtesy. But one of our farming family members was doing that, undercutting everybody at the market. And we were, whoa! So at the next subsequent meetings that we made, everybody came together and said, new rule. Okay, farming family members, absolutely will not happen again. And so we set the precedent of making sure everybody has the same pricing. And we set the prices ahead, so we stopped that.
Now, if you have a unique product, you can set your own price, right?
I'm sorry?
A unique product.
If you have a unique product, absolutely. Hey, who's going to have sun artichokes?
You don't have to.
Or sunchokes. I mean, not too many people are going to have sunchokes, so go for it.
You don't have to undersell because you don't have to undercut it because you sell genuine top-notch products. And if you understand that, that's saying, well, it's not really what it is, but we'll sell it to you.
Right,
That's not what you're doing.
right.
And there's so many customers out there that you don't have to undercut each other.
As a matter of fact, that's one of the points, bullet points in here to talk about. Be careful when how you set your price. If you set them too low, people are going to be like, what's wrong with it?
Yeah,
They'll be looking at the suspect.
It's a defect.
Or they're like, okay, that's all you're selling for? It must be something wrong with it. Oh, that's all right. I want the top-notch brand, over here. So you have to be careful with what you're trying to sell and how you set your prices. And we'll go over that.
This may not sound feasible,
Yes, ma'am.
but if you get together with everybody before you go out to do the farmer's market, and we're all selling the same thing, and we're going to go Friday and Saturday or Saturday and Sunday, and we all have it, why can't we get together and say, okay, you sell tomatoes, you sell potatoes, you sell onions, and you sell whatever, so they can't go anywhere but you to get the
Excellent strategy. Excellent strategy. I like that strategy. Yeah, told you we work out the details.
And then the next day you sell what you didn't sell that Friday.
Right.
Or whatever. So you still get to sell all your stuff, but nobody can undercut you because nobody's selling what you're selling.
But you're going to be at markets too, and we may be not, in that same boat, but we're going to be in markets where there's a lot of different farmers.
Right.
There are going to be a whole lot of people there selling all kinds of stuff, and you would I hate to say in competition with you, but in the reality sense, that's what it is. Mr. Ellison.
But you see, what really brought that up, when I take my greens to the market, I'll be in Washington in about 3 different waters.
Yep.
And then I'm going to still leave some dirt. Because if you don't believe it, you watch it 3 times and then go back for the 4th time and see if you find some dirt.
Still be some dirt.
But now, it wasn't hard to find no dirt on mine. There's one guy, he switched a bushel with me.
That was dirt.
He with me, and I'm thinking that this is my bushel until my hands, my hands no big thing is dirty. I said, this is not my green. Then I looked over here now, and they was buying his green like $40 and that was, if he had put them in my basket, taking his greens out of it,
Wow.
But I said, I don't believe it.
Wow.
This is the down low.
That was low down.
Down low.